And a pleasant good afternoon. Welcome to the Highland Activity Center. High school volleyball coming your way tonight here on the Highland Activity Network. Valley City and Fargo Davies. And a good afternoon, everybody. Paul McDonald with you here alongside cameraman, technical director tonight, Jaden Johnson. The Highlanders and the Eagles. Let's see, today's the 18th of October, just a shade over 2.5 weeks left in the regular season. And this is the penultimate home match for the Highlanders. They will have one more here at home next Thursday against Grand Forks Red River. But tonight, the Sea Squatters ready to take on Fargo Davies. Highlanders, if you're watching here on the Highland Activity Network, we do appreciate you joining us on this Tuesday afternoon. And you got the two courts going. On your right side will be the freshmen. And we'll be kind of keeping track of that. And on the right side is the C Squad. And we'll be doing play-by-play on that C Squad. And we're about ready to rock and roll. Dakota Potrance is back deep. She's ready to serve. The Highlanders and the Eagles. High school volleyball tonight here from the Hack, and we are underway. Eagles, there's a free ball over. Libero, McFladlin sends it over. Now tipped by Johnson. Back to the Eagles. Back set, that went over the net. Set, near side, attack Berg. Back to the Eagles. Set far net. Attacking. That's going to go long. And the attack error. That'll be a point for Valley City, up 1-0. The Highlanders with the early advantage. That attack was Alex Roberts that hit it wide and hit it long for the Eagles. Here's Valley City, who kept it alive off a couple of nice saves, but they couldn't get it over on the third hit. It'll be a point for the Eagles. We're tied at 1. Fargo Davies and the Highlanders. Now going back for the Eagles to serve is Greta Bontham, the 5'7" sophomore. She'll take over setter duties. And the serve on the way. Berg there. There's a bad receive by Cameron Berg. It goes out. That'll be a point for the Eagles. They go up 2-1. Botham serving 2-1. Kirk Olson is our up official, our R1 here on the C Squad match. Shelby Dietz is the up official over on the 9th graders. And we're having issues with the clock right now. It is 2-1. There we go. Davies leading on the other side, and the 9th graders up 4-1. Valley City leading against Davies in the 9th grade match. Here's Botham ready to serve. 2-1 for Davies into the net. Service error, point Highlanders. Well, actually, now it's 2-2. So we've been tied at 1 and 2. Berg to serve for Valley City. There's a free ball. Berg, pass. Larson out of the middle. And then sent over by Lindgren. Here's the Davies on the attack. Nearly blocked, but through the block attempt, point on the kill by Alex Roberts, and the Eagles go up 3-2. And now Roberts will go back and serve for Davies, serving 3-2 in the opening set. There's a pass, McFadlin to the middle, on the attack Johnson, and Roberts set, far side, attacking, and getting the kill at the top of the net, and got it to roll over was Arabelle Tusher with the kill and the point for the Eagles. They go up 4-2. And Roberts to serve. Over to Berg. She receives. Pass. Back to the middle. Johnson will get over for the Highlanders. Now back to the Eagles. Middle set. Off the attack was Ringer. And that was tipped and drops in for the point. Check that. It was 43, not 45. That is Summer Thomas on the kill. And a 3-point mini run here by the Eagles. They're up 5-2 with Roberts serving. We're in the opening set, C Squad volleyball. C Squad 9th graders going right now. JV to follow. Receive goes out. There's an ace for Roberts. And a point. It's 6-2. Highlanders changing things up at least tonight. They're normally on the near side bench. And they've switched to the far side. Maybe Coach Rios is hoping for a change of luck here. Here's a serve. Berg with the receive. Set near side. Larson attacking. That's going to go way long into the corner. That'll be a point for the Eagles. That is 5 in a row now. They lead it 7-2. Alex Roberts to serve. Serve on the way, received by Fladeland. Berg to the middle, over by Johnson. Now the Eagles on the attack. Back set, attacking here, Zimmel. Blocked at the net and dropped and falls in for a point for the Eagles off the kill by Zimmel. It is 8-2 Davies. And Davies right now on a 5-1 run over on the 9th grade side, leading 7-5. Here's the serve. Larson can't receive, goes off Berg. That's going to go off the wall. That'll be an ace. That'll be a point. And that's also going to bring a timeout for Valley City. 9-2, advantage Fargo Davies here in the C squad. Over on the 9th grade side, Davies leading that one 8-6. Highlanders did lead 4-2 at one point. And now leading 8-6. They just got a side out. And the Highlanders will serve. Serve here to the near side. I'll have the C squad, the 9th grade roster for Davies, but Valley City on the attack to the middle, over by Boats and Long on the attack attempt there by Brooklyn Boats. Point for Davies, 9-6. 3-point lead for the Eagles. And we go back over to the C squad. I think a couple of 8th graders got brought up to the C squad here for Valley City. And we'll have to work on that as we get our freshman match. But we're going back over to the C squad. Again, Alex Roberts is going to serve, but first she's got to wait. The ball came over. They got to wait. You know, they did let it go. Here's a back set. Potratz over by Berg. Back to the Eagles. Roberts. Set middle. Thomas tip and drops in for the kill. Got it around Lindgren and drops it in for the point. And the Eagles lead at 10-2 here in the opening set. 8-point run here for Davies. And Alex Roberts back to serve. Timeout over on the 9th grade side with Davies leading there 10-6. There's the serve that goes wide and a point off the side out for Valley City. There's now down 10-3. Into the lineup. Victoria Sanchez comes in front row. And now the Highlanders serving by Lindgren. Set backside. Attack. Tipped at the net for Valley City. To the middle. Over by Sanchez. Nice dig. Kept alive by the Davies. Here the attack and the kill by Arabelle. Toucher gets the kill and the point for the Eagles. It is 11-3 Davies. Bladeland comes back in and goes back row. And that'll bring out the libero to serve Carly Dormanen for the Eagles. Serving 11-3 in the opening set. Berg with the receive. Pass. Potratz bumps that. Backside. Bladeland gets it over. Now back to the Eagles. Set middle. And the tip. And that's going to be a point off the attack and the kill. Point for the Eagles. And a few Eagle 8th graders, I'm going to guess, that aren't on the original roster, brought up. Here's the serve, though, by Dormanen. Larson. Potratz back set. There's nobody there, but Sanchez got it over. Dormanen, pass, set middle. Off the attack at the top of the net, and that drops in. Point for Davies. 13-3. Davies up by 10. That is their biggest lead. We were tied at one time, 2-2. Carly Dormanen now back to serve for the Eagles. Far side, Larson receives. Potratz set. Oh, again, set it straight up instead of front or back. And Sanchez couldn't quite get to it. It drops in for a point, 14-13, or 14-3. Davies up by 11. Dormanen to serve. Larson, pass, set. Potratz, far side. Larson, cross-court attack. And here's attack into the corner. Berg there with the save. Now dropping it over. Dormanen, pass, set, far side. Attack and in. Into that cross court and into that corner. Toucher picking up the kill and the point for the Eagles. Leading it now 15-3. 15-3. Davies on top here in the C squad match. Opening set. And the right-hander sending it up and in. Ace in the back row. Larson came up and then was going to let it go, and it drops in for the ace. 16-3. Davies up by Baker's dozen. 11-6 over on the 9th grade match with Valley City trailing there. Here's the serve. Berg receives. Free ball over the net. Eagles on the offense. Back set. Zimmel, attack into the net. Point, Valley City. 16-4. Highlanders down by 12. Asia Berg now will come in and go back to serve for the Highlanders. Serving 4-16 here in set number 1. Left-hander, serve on the way. Dorman receives. Set, far side. Attack by Dusher. Dug out Berg. Middle attack, Sanchez. And wide. No tip. Point, Davies. Back up by 13 at 17-3. Kiana Haas now will come in and go back to serve for the Eagles. Serving 17-4 here in the first set. Serve on the way. That's going to be a long one, but right there was Flatlin as Larson was going to let it go. Then Flatlin stepped in and tried to receive, hit it out. Ace there for the Eagles, and they lead 18-4. And the serve on the way. Larson pass. Set. Berg. And dumped over. Potretz. Back to the Eagles. Near side. Dusher tipping it over the blockers. Diving attempt and the save by Larson could not come up with it. Point for the Eagles. And they lead 19-4. Here's the serve on the way. That was Haas serving. Attack there by Sanchez. Now Dormanen. Dusher gets it over. Free ball. Highliners right back off the diving dig attempt there by Flatlin and tipped right back over. Davies picks up the point. And they lead 20-4 and a timeout taken by Valley City. We'll slip over to the C Squatters, or the 9th grade match. Alyssa Wilmus is back to serve here for the Highlanders. They trail 14-9 to Davies in the 9th grade match. There's a service there into the net. And a point for Davies. And it makes it a 15-9 lead for Davies. Serve on the way. Free ball here for the Eagles on the attack. Back set. Cross-court attack. Wilmus pass. Bump to the middle. Off that pass by Nielsen. And it dropped between Nielsen and Boats. And for point. Point for the Eagles. They go up 16-9. Watching the 9th graders now, 16-9. David's leading. Timeout still going on the C squad. Join that when they come out of the timeout. There's an ace. And the receive went off the arm of one of the Highliners and out. So 17-9. Davies up by 8. Back over here to the C squad match with the Highliners trailing 20-4. Larson receives. Pass. Setberg middle. On the attack and along on Sanchez's attack. Point for the Eagles. They go up 21-4. And continue to serve. Kiana Haas, a 5'5 sophomore. Serve on the way. Larson pass. And no. Pass comes up a little bit short and drops in for a point. 22-4. Highliners trailing. And Haas back to serve for Davies here in the opening set. Serve on the way. Receive. Berg. Bump set by Asia Berg, and backside, Flatlin gets it over. Free ball here for Davies. Haas to the middle, over. Diving save by Berg. Tipped over by Valley City up front. We've got a net violation on the Highliners on Sanchez. That'll be a point for Davies. And the Eagles up 23-4. Remember, we were tied at one point, 2-2. 19-9 over on the 9th grade side. Now 20-9 Davies lead. Here, Valley City down. Back set. Now Sanchez gets it over. Eagles on the attack. Set middle. Attacking. Tipped the top of the net. And we got a net violation on Davies. Point Valley City. Well, the Highliners now down 5-23. And waiting for someone to sub in for a serve. There we go. Maybe Georgia Zahn's going to come in. So Zahn will take the ball. She'll go back and serve for the Highliners. Serving 23-5 or 5-23 here in the first set. And net violation into the net. So set point here for Davies. And back serving for Davies is Tusher. Sends it into the net. Side out, point Highliners. 24-6. So set point number 2. McKinley Fladeland back to serve. Serving 24-6 or 6-24. Serve on the way. Got it over. Dorman pass. Back set by Haas. Now here's Sanchez to the middle. Cross-court attack there by Linden. Goes wide. Point Davies, and they take the first set. 25-6. We'll slip over to the 9th graders. 21-10. 11-point lead there. As Brooklyn Boats is back to serve for Valley City. High arcer here near side. Davies on the attack. Backcourt. Boats, and it goes off her off the dig attempt. And the kill for the Eagles. They go up 22-10. And the Eagles will serve. We're in the between sets over on the C squad. We're watching the 9th graders now. 22-10. And the serve, that's an ace. Dropped in that back row. Nobody was there to receive. And it dropped in the back row. So the point for the Eagles makes it 23-10. Eagles serving in the opening set, 23-10. There's the receive, near side. Pass, middle. On the attack, Nielsen. Now back to the Eagles, attacking middle and dropping it in for the kill. 24-10. Eagles leading. And there's a set point here for Davies, 24-10 in the opening set. Tipped over. Davies on the attack. Now back near side, attacking back row. Malcolm here into the middle. Tip. Saved by Davies. Back row. This will be a free ball for Valley City to the middle. Tip into the near corner. Davies with the cover. Now here near side, attacking there. Dropping it in, kill for Davies. And the Eagles will take the opening set there. 25-10. So we have a little over a minute to go before we get ready for the second set here on the C Squad. We'll step aside. This is Highlander Volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network. Bob McDonald back with you here at the Hack. We are ready for the second set. And it'll be the Eagles serving here to start the second set. Bottom with the serve and picks up the ace right away. Ace there, and the Eagles take a 1-0 lead. Bottom serving here, 1-2-0. In the first set, Berg on the receive. Middle set, tipped over. That was blocked at the net by Thomas. Back over for the Eagles. Middle set again. Thomas on the attack and the kill. Summer Thomas with the kill. And the point for the Eagles make it 2-0. And the serve, Bond just got it over. Berg with the receive. Dormanen, pass. Back set, bottom, and tipped at the net. Bottom at the pick, saves it, backside, Dormanen gives it off, Dusher, her attack goes long. That'll be a point for Valley City. 1-2. Valley City down by 1. Cameron Berg back to serve for the Highlanders. Dusher, pass. Back set, off the attack was Roberts, and that went out. Point Valley City. So back tied 2-2. Valley City. Here's his set and cross court. That went out on the cross court attack by Zimmel. And the Highlanders have the lead at 3-2. The first lead since 1-0 in the first set. Cameron Berg back serving for Valley City. Serve on the way. Dorman. Pass. Upset. And into the far corner by Zimmel. Highlanders. Potratz. Larson attacking and long. Point Eagles. And now back serving is Alex Roberts. And the serve by Roberts. Berg there. Pass. Potratz. Set. Backside. Up and over as that looks like Georgia Zahn's wearing the libero jersey. There's Zahn. Pass. And tipped over by Potratz. Dormanen for the Eagles. And punched over and dropped in for the kill. The point by Bottom. And the Eagles take a 4-3 lead. So Flatlin was libero in the first set, and they have switched jerseys. Now Zahn is the libero for Valley City. Alex Roberts back serving for the Eagles at the top of the net, dropped in for the ace. It is 3-5, Valley City trailing by 2. Roberts to serve. Point there for the Highliners. 4-5, Valley City down 1. And that serve goes wide and out. 6-4 Davies. Dormanen back to serve here for the Highliners, or for the Eagles. The libero sends it over. The other libero's on, receives, and that hit the support of the net. That'll be a point for the Eagles, down 4-7. Here's the attack for the Eagles. Cross court off Zahn, and that goes out. Zimmel with the kill and the point. And it's 8-4 Eagles. I have 8-4 there. They got it now, 8-4 on the scoreboard. Here's Zahn. Pass. Larson to the middle. Over by Sanchez. Back to the Eagles. Middle set. Tip. Cross court. Berg right there with the cover, but no. Went out. That'll be a point for the Eagles, 9-4. And over on the 9th grade side, it is a 6-1 lead for the Eagles in the second set. Won the first set, 25-10. Jump serve, Dormanen. Larson, nice receive. Left-hand attack by Johnson. And kept alive, Eagles into the net on the attack by Dusher. That'll be a point for Valley City. Down 9-5. And there's a timeout over on the 9th grade side. Coming in to serve for Valley City will be McKinley Fladlin back serving. Serving 5-9 in this first set. Dormanen. Bottom with the set. Dusher on the attack. Goes off Berg and out. That'll be a point for Davies. 10-5. Eagles by 5. And now coming in and going back to serve, Kiana Haas. Haas serving here for the Eagles, 10-5. Here's the serve on the way cross court. And that's going to go off of Fladlin and out for the ace. Point Eagles, 11-5. 9th graders on the timeout, 9. That's a 7-1 lead. Both coaches used the whole minute in the huddle. Here's the serve, cross court. Pass, Fladlin, set, Potratz, attack Larson into the net. Point Eagles, 12-5. And And the Eagles serving. Kiana Haas serving 12-5 here in set 2. We'll play 3 regardless. Zahn receives, pass, Potrat. Set middle. Sanchez on the attack and the kill. There's the kill for Victoria Sanchez. Off the assist from Potrat's point for the Highliners. 12-6, Valley City down by half dozen. Now send Lauren Larson back to serve for Valley City. 3rd and 9th grader, outside hitter, serves it up. Bottom, set middle, tip cross court. Right there, Flayland. Potrat set to the far side. Berg gets it over, and that just lands out. Dorman and the libero got over to the line and stopped and let it drop. 13-6, advantage to the Eagles here in set 2. Won the first set 25-6. Now to serve. Arabelle Toucher serving here for Davies. Cross court and out. So the service error, point Highliners. And there's his pass. Here's Dormanen for the Eagles. Bottom, near side. Tip cross court. Oh, nice set. Nearly a nice save there by Flayland. But the kill and the point for Roberts. And the Eagles lead it. They still have 13-7 on the board, but so we'll keep it 13-7 unless I believe it's 14-7. Right now, Valley City Potrats. Berg, high arcer, but that's not going to get over the net. It did. Ooh, boy, that was a high arc free ball. Here to the middle. Thomas can't get to it. That goes off of Roberts and out. Point Valley City. Highlanders down 5, 13-8. And back serving. It'll be Dakota Potrat serving for the Highliners. Serving 8, it is 8-14. Okay. They had forgot 1 point up there. It is 14-8. Here's Larson for the Highliners. Back set Potrats. Larson runs up, gets it over. Free ball for the Eagles. Bottom setting. Dusher on the attack, back row, and long. They say it was touch. It'll be a point for the Eagles. 15-8. Davies leading. It is 11-5. Davies over on the 9th grade side. And Greta Bottom will check in and go back to serve. The right-hander serving it. Just over the net and dropped it in for the ace. Just hit the top of the net and dropped in. 16-8. Eagles have double up the Highliners here in the C squad game. Bottom with the serve. Berg receives. Potrat set near side. Larson gets it over. Dormanen to the middle. Bottom set middle. Thomas on the attack and the kill. Summer Thomas with the kill, the 5'10 sophomore. 17-8. Timeout. Valley City in the second set. 17-8. Davies leading. Now we'll head over to the 9th grade side. 13-5. Davies leading there in the second set. And Davies serving near court. Sending it over. Malcolm off the receive. Into the middle. And Nielsen passing it. Storley couldn't get to it. Dropped in. Point for the Davies Eagles. They're up 14-5. And Davies serving. 14-5, second set. Serve on the way. Malcolm with the pass. And to the middle. Nielsen tipped over by Storley. Eagles on offense. Into the near side. Attack into the net. Attack error. Point Valley City. Highlanders down 6-14. Back over to the C squad. Greta Bottom back serving for the Davies Eagles. Serving 17-8, second set. Berg pass. Potrat's tipping it over. Right there was Dusher. Back set Bottom. Off the attack, Zimmel. Back to the Highliners. Potrat's. Johnson on the attack. Bottom will set it up. Attacking cross court. Roberts, and that's going to go off a couple of Highliners and into the bleachers. That'll be a point. 18-8, 10-point lead. That is the largest lead here for Davies in this second set. Leading 18-8 here in the C squad, leading 16-6 on the 9th grade side. Here's Zahn receiving the serve. Potrat's cross court. Bottom pass. Upset, Dormanen Back row, Tusher into the net. Tusher comes up with the attack error. Point Valley City. 9-18. Highlanders down by 9. Cameron Berg back to serve for Valley City. Serving 9-18. Roberts, bottom set, off the attack. Well, that was Roberts on the attack. And the pass came from Zimmel. But the attack point, Eagles 19-9, leading by 10. And back to serve, Alex Roberts for Davies. Serve on the way, at the net. Set Potretz, Johnson on the attack, tipped by Thomas. Now back to Potretz, gets it over, Dormanen, pass. Set middle, bottom, attacked by Thomas, and out. A late decision by the line judge in that far corner, but the correct one. 10-19, Highlanders down by 9. Brie Larson makes her first appearance for Davies, comes in back row. 19-10, Highlanders trailing, served by Lindgren. Here near so, no miscommunication between Zimmel and Bottom, and a drop between the two. Point Highlanders. 11-19, Valley City down by 8. Paige Lindgren to serve, the sophomore. Cross court, Tusher. Bottom, backside, attack Dormanen. That one's going to go off of Potretz and out. That'll be a point for the Eagles. And they lead 20-11. Over the 9th grade side, 19-6 Eagles will join that 9th grade match here momentarily at the conclusion of this C squad. Here's a serve on the way. Dormanen sending it. Larson receives for the Highlanders. Potretz middle set. Attacked by Sanchez. Larson passed up. Bottom. Dusher on the attack and the kill. So the kill there by Arabelle Tusher. It is now 21-11 for the Eagles, leading by 10. Dormanen to serve. The libero sends it over. Berg, right back, free ball. Bottom, Dormanen, Tusher, attack. Off of Berg, kept alive by Zahn briefly and dropped. Point, Eagles. And they lead 22-11. Timeout, Valley City. Down 22-11 in the second set on the C squad. Over to the freshman match, 20-7 there. Valley City trailing. Here's the attack by Brooklyn Boats. Now back to the Davies Eagles on the attack. Attack Malcolm, back row, dig. Niels, she'll set it up near side, and the attack into the net by Morgan or by Sather. Sather with the attack that went into the net. One of the 8th graders brought up here for the freshman team. 21-7. Davies leading and serving. This is the 9th grade match. Serve on the way, Malcolm. Pass. Nielsen near side. Boats gets it over. Now back to Davies. Set near side. Cross court. And that whistled by the ear of that one by Morgan Larson. She kind of stepped out of the way and it drops in for the point. 22-7. Davies leading in the second set on the 9th grade match. Come out of the timeout. It's 22-11, Valley City trailing, and Davies in the C squad. And Dormanen back to serve. Serving 22-11, cross court, and out wide. And Larson was going to try to get to it and couldn't. Good thing, too. It dropped out. 22-12, Valley City down by 10. That will send McKinley Fladeland back to serve. Serving 12-22, second set. Zimmel, bottom set. Tusher on the attack. Pass is on. The libero on the back row and the point for the Eagles makes it 23-12. Set point over on the freshman match, and there's an ace set. And the freshman Eagles take the second set, 25-7. Again, 3 sets regardless of scores. Now the serve by Haas. That's going to go out. That'll be a point for Valley City. Down 23-13. Lauren Larson back to serve for the Highlanders. Serving 13-23, second set. Dormanen, pass. Bottom, set. On the attack, Madison Ringer. And the attack kill for Ringer. And her first appearance in the match. And it's 24-13 Eagles. Brie Larson out. Alex Roberts comes in and back to serve. Will be Dusher. Arabelle Toucher on the serve. Zahn. Set Potretz middle. Sanchez on the attack. Dusher pass. And the set through the block attempt. Haas's set went through Roberts. Roberts' kill was blocked at the net. Highlander point. 24-14. Valley City again down by 10. And the serve by Zahn. Pass. Haas over Larson. Set. Potretz. Berg on the attack. Dormanen. Pass. Haas setting it up. Toucher on the attack. Went off of Larson. Kept alive by Zahn. And then over by Fleland. Here's Dusher a pass. Set Haas middle. Off the attack. Fleland there for the dig. Now Potretz set middle. Sanchez just got it over. Down Dormanen. Dormanen passing it. Over by Roberts. Zahn on the dig. Attack there by Cameron Berg off the set attempt by Lindgren. And it drops for a point for the Eagles. And they take the second set 25-14. So the Eagles will officially win this second set, or win this match 2-0. We're going to step aside. We'll be back with more volleyball action. The C Squad of the Ninth Graders here from the HAC. This is high school volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network. We still have some time here before we start the C Squad match. So let's start the third set with Valley City Highlanders taking on Davies over on the ninth grade side. 1-0. Valley City leading here. Davies on the attack. Cross court. Wilmus set middle. Attack Nielsen long. Point Davies. We're tied at 1. 1-1 Valley City and Fargo Davies. The race to 15, the third set. Davies has officially won the match already, 2-0. Here's a serve for Davies, back row. And that's kept alive over by Malcolm. Here come the Eagles on the attack. Bump set near side, attacking back row, Malcolm on the dig. And it's a free ball over, and it's going to drop in for a point. Nice job there, getting that one to drop in. Point Valley City. 2-1 Highlanders over on the ninth grade side. And Brooklyn Boats will go back to serve for the Highlanders. Serving 2-1 here in this third set. And Boats, the freshman, with the serve on the way. Back row, receive Davies. Back set, push, just dropped it over the net, and point. Trying to get to it there was Larson and couldn't. It'll be a point for the Eagles. They tied it 2-2. And now we're ready here. Back to serve for Valley City on the C Squad is Dakota Potratz. The lefty with the serve, Dormanen. Pass, set Haas middle. Thomas tipped it around the blockers and dropped it in. And Eagles take the early 1-0 lead. And now coming in and going back to serve will be Greta Bottom. And Bottom with the serve, Zahn. Pass, set Potratz backside. Berg on the attack. Dormanen, Bottom set, backside Toucher. That's going to go off of Lindgren. Kept alive by Berg, and then Zahn gets it over. Nice job there for the Highlanders. Bottom setting it up, tipped over by Roberts. Berg, Berg and Potratz both went for it to avoid a collision. They had to kind of back off. So here are the Eagles leading 2-0 in this third set. Zahn, Potratz to the middle. Up and over by Lindgren. Dormanen, set middle. Thomas on the attack and the kill. Eagles up 3-0 here in the third set. And back to serve. Bottom, 5'7" sophomore setter. Berg can't receive. That's an ace. And a point for the Eagles, making it 4-0. And Bottom will serve here for Davies. On the way, Berg. Potratz near side. Malcolm on the attack. And dropping it in for the kill. Amy Malcolm with a nice attack in the kill, the sophomore. And it's 4-1. Davies by 3. Highliners serving with Cameron Berg. Berg serving 4-1, 1-4, third set. Dormanen receives. Back set. Bottom over by Roberts. Highlanders on the attack. And Bottom setting it again. Roberts on the attack. Zahn with the dig. Potratz set middle. Sanchez on the attack into the net. Had the long arms of Thomas staring her in the face. And hit it into the net. 5-1. The lead is at 4. Eagles leading with the serve, Alex Roberts. And hit the top of the net, dropped over. I think the third one of those that they've had tonight. Those net serves that drop in for a point. 6-1 Eagles. Roberts with the serve. Back row, Zahn can't receive, swing and a miss. 7-1. The lead is at 6. And the serve by Roberts. Zahn, Potratz set. Backing up Lindgren, attack cross court, out. Point, Davies, they go up 8-1. And Alex Roberts to serve. Here's the serve into the net. Point Highliners, 8-2, Valley City. Highliners have taken the lead 7-6 over in the 9th grade match. Trying to salvage the final set in that one. And Lindgren, Page to serve for Valley City. Cross court. Toucher, backside. Tipped over Zimmel. Berg, no. And Lindgren, no. Point, Eagles. Eagles up by 7, 9-2. And following the conclusion of this, we'll have the junior varsity around 5:45. Probably closer to 6. So you usually get about half hour between the two because they got to tear down these two nets and set it up for the one court. Around 6 o'clock for the JV, and then the varsity around 7:15. Right here on the Highland Activity Network, there's a tip. Malcolm keeps it alive. Potratz to the middle. Sanchez. And she is out jumped at the net. Dropped in. Point. Eagles. 10-2. Timeout. Highliners. Eagles lead by 8. And timeout on the 9th grade side. 9-7 there. Valley City leading by 2. And just a reminder, coming up this Friday night, high school football. Ooh, it's going to be a dandy at Hannah Field. The Highliners will take on Fargo South. Highliners stayed number 1 in the QRF despite that double overtime loss to Grand Forks Central last week, but dropped the number 2 in the polls. Fargo South comes in 5-3, but all 3 of their losses have been to AA schools, Davies, Shanley, and Bismarck St. Mary's. Well, that'll be a good one. The Highliners win, and they can assure themselves home field throughout the playoffs until the championship. That'll be 7 o'clock from Hannah Field Friday night. Here's Dormanen serving for the Davies Eagles, and an ace. Dropped that one in front of Lindgren. And it's 11-2. Davies up by 9 here in the C squad. And the Highliners lead the freshman match 9-7 in the third set. Dormanen with the serve. Berg pass at the net, right back over, and the point. A little free ball right at the net. And she finished it, 12-2, Eagles by 10. And serving, Dormanen, the right-hander, on its way. Lindgren, free ball here for the Eagles. Set at the net. There's Ducheur, tipped over by Sanchez. Larson, set bottom, cross-court attack by Ducheur, and the kill. 13-2, Eagles by 11. And Dormanen will go back and serve for Davies, serving 13-2. Here in set number 3. They won the first one, 25-6, took the second, 25-14. Berg on the receive from the serve. Potrat set middle. Sanchez on the attack into the net. Attack error, point. Eagles 14-2. Eagles up by 12. At the conclusion of this one, we'll go over and finish off the freshman match and get ready for JV. There's a serve, long. Lindgren, pass. Potratz bumps it over and drops it in for the point. There's Dakota Potratz at the point. 14-3, Highlanders down by 11. And Georgia Zahn will take the ball and go back to serve for Valley City. No, she won't. She was just getting the ball. Asia Berg is back to serve. She'll also take over setting duties. And the lefty serving it up, 3-14. Pass, Zimmel. Bottom, backside, Dormanen on the attack, dropping it in, and the point. And the Eagles win the third set, 15-3. And they sweep tonight on the C Squad, 25-6, 25-14, and 15-3. Now let's get over to the ninth graders. Brooklyn Boats back serving. 11-10, Highlanders up by 1 in this third set. Off the attack, free ball here for Valley City, and we've got a illegal contact against the Davies Eagles. Point Valley City. 12-10, Highlanders by 2, Boats to serve. And Brooklyn sends it over. In the near side, Davies on the attack. Back corner, Boats with a nice dig. To the net, tipped the top of the net, dropped over. Davies now work the offense. Give to the near side, dropping it over the blockers. Another dig by Boats off the glass, or off the net. Saved there, both by Nielsen and Larson. Nice job there by the Highlander D. Back row, pass Wilmus. Nielsen, bump set. Larson on the attack, into the net. 12-11. As the 1-point lead out for Valley City, Davies will go back and serve. And the serve by Davies on the way. Back row. Wilmus set. Storley tipping it over. Right there, Davies on the cover. Give to the near side. Dropping it over. Nielsen. Wilmus hit the top of the net and covered again. Highlanders keep alive Storley. Then Nielsen drops it over. Back to Fargo Davies. Back set. Attack into the corner. Wilmus set. Nielsen middle. Or Nielsen on the set from Larson. Dropped it in for the kill. Well, the kill there by Kaylee Nielsen. 13-11, Highlanders by 2. And Davies wants to talk it over. So a timeout on the freshman side. 13-11, Valley City leading in the third set. We're back with more Highlander volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network. Bob McDonald along with Jaden Johnson back here at the Highlander Activity Center. Morgan Larson back to serve for Valley City. And the serve on the way. That's going to be an ace. And off the libero back row, then off another defensive player on the back row, point Valley City. And they got set point here, 14-11 Highlanders. Morgan Larson, 8th grader, serving 14-11. Serve on the way. That's going to be another ace at a point. So Valley City will win that third set. 15-11 and salvage the final set of that match and drop it 2-1. So we are now about a half hour away from the junior varsity. So probably closer to 5:50. They have to tear down the nets, get it set up for the junior varsity match. And then 25-minute warm-up time. So I think it will be closer to that 5:50, almost 6 o'clock, that we will have the junior varsity match and then the varsity match to follow. So again, the C Squatters fall to Davies, 6:25, 14:25, and 3:15. And on the 9th grade side, Davies wins 25-10, 25-7, and the Highlanders take the third set, 15-11. We'll be back with the JV, junior varsity volleyball, coming up here at about 5:45. This is Highlander volleyball from the HAC. And good evening. Welcome back to the Highlander Activity Center. We've got junior varsity volleyball coming up here on the Highlander Activity Network. Valley City and Fargo Davies. Game number 3. And again, the freshmen here tonight won the freshman match, won by Davies 2-1, winning 25-10, 25-7. And the Highlanders took the third set 15-11. In the C squad, it was a sweep for Davies, 25-6, 25-14, and 15-3. Now the junior varsity will take the court. And we're going to be we're almost going to be right on time here. They do a quick change, getting the 2 courts torn down and get the 1 court set up. So when that first serve hits, we're just going to be a couple of minutes behind schedule here. This was scheduled for a 5:45 start. And we'll get started here around 5:47. Davies in their Vegas gold with the maroon numerals. And Katie Linegain, who's their defensive specialist, she's got the maroon jersey with the Vegas gold numerals. She just checks in. Highliners in their dark blues, tops and bottoms. So we're just about set ready for volleyball tonight. This is the junior varsity match. Valley City and Fargo Davies. Katie Coca back to serve for the Highliners. And we are underway. Junior varsity volleyball from the Hack. Davies on the attack, tipping it over at the 10-foot line. Thorson then blocked at the net and dropped in. That was Hope Schlinker, the 5'9 junior, with the defensive play off the free ball. And Davies takes the early 1-0 lead, and she'll go back to serve. Schlenker, junior, sends it over. Huseby, set Coca, and up and over by Peterson. Now Davies, Schlenker set middle, and tipped and dropped in for the point. Ava Graff, the junior, with the point. 2-0, Davies with the early advantage. Just getting things started. The junior varsity volleyball serve. Huseby receives. Pass, Coca set. On the attack was Thorson. Now set far side, attacking Krenz. Caitlin Krenz, free ball for the Highliners, right back by Thorson. And now the set far side on the attack again was Krenz. The dig, Zahn over to Coca, and the attack goes wide. On that far side, Jovi Borg on the attack. And the point for Davies makes it 3-0. Schlenker back serving. And the serve, Huseby. Coca set, back to Ava, and she mistimed her jump, went off her fingertips and dropped in. It's 4-0 start here for the Eagles in the opening set, junior varsity volleyball. Schlenker with the serve. Right there again, back row, pass board. Coca setting it up, Peterson on the attack, through the block, gets the kill. Jaden Peterson with the kill off the assist from Coca. And it's a 4-1 advantage for Valley City, or for Davies. And back to serve, Cadence Harstead. Serving 1-4 first set. And the right-hander sends it over. Linegain, the libero. Set Schlenker, backside. On the attack, Krenz. The dig, Zahn to Coca, near side, over by Borg. Back to Davies. Schlenker, set middle. Off the attack was Graff. Back to Valley City. Thorson setting it up for Huseby. Dipped over. Nice cover on the back row. Then dropped over by Schlenker at the 10-foot line and dropped it in for the point. It was Fallon Passanante that did a nice job, the freshman, on the cover to keep that point alive. And it's 5-1 Davies. Emma McComb, 5'6 junior, will check in. Krenz will come out. And McComb will go back row to serve for Davies. Serving 5-1 first set. And the serve on the way. Right there was Harstead, but that went right through the opening where the net and the support are. And it's a point. Timeout. Valley City. 6-1. Davies leading here in the opening set. This is Highlander Volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network. As they come out of the timeout, Davies leading at 6-1. Emma McComb back to serve for Fargo Davies. From left to right, serve on the way. Back row, Harstead can't receive. There's another ace. Back-to-back aces by McComb. And it's a 7-1 lead for Davies. And McComb sends it up, sends it over. Back row, Zahn. Pass, Coca. Middle, Hughesby. Into the back corner, line game. And dumped over by Schlenker again to that 10-foot line. Diving attempt by Harstead. And the point for Davies. They go up 8-1. Davies leading 8-1 here in the opening set with Emma McComb to serve. Jill Erickson, the JV coach. Here's Harstead to Coca. Coca back set. Thorson blocked at the net. And can't pick it out of the net off the block. That was Graff that came up with the block. Point Davies 9-1. Rachel Erickson is the C squad coach. Allie Fisher, one of the 9th grade coaches, along with Angie Williams. And Carolyn Olson, the varsity coach. A decorated career as a high school volleyball coach. There's a tip and just out. A tip near side, Maya Hall, and it's a point for Valley City. Now trailing 9-2. That'll send Hadley Thorson back to the service line for the Highliners. Serving 2-9 here in the opening set. Thorson ready to serve. And the serve on the way. Libero line game. Schlenker set far side on the attack and the kill by Fallon Passanante. 10-2 advantage to Davies. That will bring, I believe, Lauren Barth, who is a sophomore, in front row for Davies. And back to the service line is Ava Graff. Ranasat tipped over, Coca, and the point. Coca tipped it over off the nice receive by Jess Ranasat. And it's 10-3. 7-point lead for Davies. Highlanders off the side out. We'll get the serve. And the serve will be Kinley Suffolcool. Now will take over her setter duties as well. Here's Schlenker. Back set on the attack. Hall. Nice dig by Suffolcool over by LaRue, and then it was blocked at the net. And back is a point for Davies, or point for the Highliners. I lost myself there for a minute. 10-4, 6-point lead for Davies. Kinley Suffolcool back to serve. Right-hander fires it over. That's going to go off McComb, kept alive by Langane. Far side over by Passanante. Now Suffolcool setting it up. Block was board. Suffolcool, LaRue dropping it over. Off of Schlenker. Langane keeps it alive, then McComb gets it over. Free ball for the Highliners, Thorson. Suffolcool, middle set. LaRue on the attack and out. That'll be a point for Davies. They go up 11-4. Four-point lead. That'll bring Addie Rumpf into the front row for Fargo Davies. And to Paige McCormick to serve. Thorson, Suffolcool, back set on the attack and the kill. Joey Borg with the kill. 5-11. Borg with the kill off the Suffolcool assist. And it's 11-5. Borg back to serve now. And coming in, Jaden Peterson goes front row for the Highliners. Down 5-11, first set. At the net, setting, McCormick. Far side attack, nice dig, Suffolcool. Coca, back to Suffolcool, she'll get it over. McComb, set McCormick, near side, down the line, on the tip by Barth. Now here near side, or check that was Rumpf. On the attack, blocked at the net. Valley City in the offense. Suffolcool, far side, Peterson. Line gang with the pass. Set, McCormick. tipping it over. Nice diving save off the cover there was Suppicool. And then at the net was Peterson. Couldn't get over the net with the tip. That'll be a point for Davies. And it's 12-5. Davies by 7. And Fallon Passanante, the 5'7" freshman, will serve. Serve on the way. Thorson receives. Pass, Suppicool. Set, far side. LaRue on the attack and the kill. Bailey LaRue with the kill. And it is 12-6. Highlanders down 6. And Bailey will go back and serve. LaRue serving 6-12 first set. Jump serve on the way. McCormick back setting it. On the attack, blocked at the net there. Koch along with Thorson off the rump attempt. And the point for Valley City, down 5 at 12-7. LaRue, the jump serve on the way. Here's Leingang, sets far side. Krenz on the cross-court attack, out. Point, Highlanders, down 4, 8-12. And LaRue to serve. Serving 8-12, first set. Serve on the way. At the net, McCormick sets it. Krenz attacking, blocked at the net. Block goes out. And the point for Davies makes it 13-8. That'll send the libero, Kate Leingang, back to serve. And Georgia Zahn, defensive specialist, comes in back row. Here's Leingang with the serve. Free ball to net, tipped over. Nice cover by Koka. Leingang to McCormick. Set middle, grab to the back row. Zahn with the dig to Suppicool. Setting it up on the attack. Koka out. Point Davies, 14-8. Leading by 6, Fargo Davies. So Kate Leingang back serving. And 14-8, serve on the way. Zahn set Suppicool. Thorson blocked at the net and out. Tried to tip it. Rump was there along with Graff. That'll be a point for Davies. And they lead 15-8. Leingang back serving for the Davies Eagles, the libero. Serving 15-8. Far side, Koka receives. Suppicool back to Koka. She'll bump it over. Here's Graff. McCormick back set. Rump on the attack. Zahn with the dig. Gets it over. Suppicool off the attack. There was Zahn, or was the Borg. Now Koka. Suppicool back to Jovi. Borg on the attack at the top of the net and gets the kill. Jovi Borg with the kill. Highlanders back down by 6 at 15-9. And back serving Katie Koka. Koka serving 9-15 here in the opening set for Valley City. Junior varsity volleyball serve on the way. Here's Cy McCormick. She'll set it. Far side, Krenz on the attack and the kill. Caitlin Krenz with the kill. Lead back to 7 for Davies, 16-9. And that will bring in and send back to serve Hope Schlenker. She'll also take over setting duties. They run this 5-2 offense. Here's Hughesby. Koka on the attack. Thorson. Back over. Schlenker. And that's going to be a lift. Yep. Illegal hit called against Schlenker. Point Valley City. 16-10. Highlanders down by 6. Cadence Harstead in. She'll go back to serve. Harstead serving 10-16 first set. And the serve by Harstead. Leingang. Schlenker. Back set. Krenz on the attack. Krenz right there. Harstead with the dig. Over to Koka. They'll set it up for Borg. Borg on the attack through the block attempt. Schlenker with the save. Now on the far side, Krenz again attacking. Tipped at the net. Koka. Backside Harstead. She'll bump it ahead to Hughesby. Gets it over. Free ball here for the Eagles. Schlenker quick set middle. Grab right there. Saved by Hughesby briefly, but off the hands of Thorson, it drops in. Point for Davies. 17-10. Davies by 7. And McComb back into serve. Emma had a couple of aces in her first rotation. Back serving 17-10 here in the first set. Right-hander serves it up. Zahn to Coca. Borg on the attack. Tip to the top of the net. It was not hit. Point to the Eagles. 18-10. Eagles by 8. And McComb serving. And the serve just over the net. Drops it in for the ace right in front of Zahn. Third ace for McComb. 19-10. Timeout Highlanders. 19-10. Davies leading here in the opening set. We're back with more volleyball action from the Heck on the Highlander Activity Network. Back here at the Highlander Activity Center, junior varsity volleyball. The Highlanders taking on Fargo Davies. Varsity to follow around 7 o'clock. We're in the first set here in the JV match. 19-10, Davies with the lead. Jumped out to a 9-1 lead. McComb with the serve. Backside, Harstead receive, pass to Coca. She'll set it near side, attacked by Borg. Nice dig by Langang. Schlenker setting it up far side. On the attack there was Passanante, and that goes long. That'll be a point for Valley City. 19-11. Highlanders down 8. Hadley Thorson back to serve. Thorson serving 19-11. Or serving 11-19. Serve on the way for Hadley. Line gang there. Schlenker set middle. Graff on the attack and the kill. Ava Graff with the kill. 20-11. 9-point lead for Davies. Ava Graff back to serve. Serving 20-11 here in the first set. On the way. Borg got it to Coca. Coca sets it up for Hughesby, and Ava gets the kill. Ava Hughesby with the kill. And the lefty getting her first, 20-12. It's an 8-point lead for Davies. Sendelson, Kinley, Suffolk back to serve. Suffolk serving 12-20. McComb, Schlenker, set, near side. On the attack, and just getting it in was Maya Hall. Killed by Hall. And the lead back to 9, 21-12. In comes Paige McCormick. Hall out, Schlenker out. Rump comes front row. McCormick now will take over setting duty. She's back to serve, serving 21-12. Serve on the way. Set, Suffolk, Coca tipping it over the blockers. Near side, Rump. Backside, set, attack, Coca, and the kill. Katie Coca through the block. Gets the kill. And it's 21-13, Davies by 8. Jovi Borg back to serve for the Highlanders. Jaden Peterson comes in front row. Borg with the serve for the Highlanders. McComb, back set McCormick. On the attack, cross court. Passanante. Here's Coca on the attack. Now setting it up. Passanante again on the attack, long off a set attempt by McCormick. Point Highlanders back within 7, 21-14. Jovi Borg to serve for Valley City. Serve on the way. Line gang. Set by McCormick. Rump on the attack. On the dig there. Borg backside to Suffolk. Dropping it over the 10-foot line. Right there was McCormick. Line gang. Bump set for Rump. She'll drop it over. Nice save by Peterson. Now the Highlanders get it over. Free ball again for Davies. Set. McCormick far side. On the attack was Passanante. Blocked at the net. And off the block, Rump drops it over. Back to the Highlanders. Suffolk setting it up for Coca. Coca goes cross court. Right there was Passanante. Kept alive by McCormick. And over by McComb. Back to the Highlanders, Suffolk. Set middle, Bailey LaRue on the attack and the kill. LaRue with the kill. Highlanders now with 3 in a row are within 6, 21-15. Cut the lead in half. Joby Borg back to serve for Valley City. Serving 15-21. Serve on the way, line gang there we see. Pass to McCormick, set middle on the attack, Graff and the kill. Check that. That was Barth on the attack. So the point for Davies. They go up 7, 22-15. And there's a serve by Passanante. Attack by Peterson goes long. And the point for Davies makes it 23-15. Again, we are playing 3 regardless. Jump serve by Passanante. Receiving, Thorson gets it to Suffolk. Near side over Peterson. And there's a miscommunication between Passanante and Krenz. Point Highlanders. 16-23, Valley City. Down by 7. Bailey LaRue to serve. Sends it over and out. Service error, side out. Point Davies, 24-16, set point. George is on in, she'll go back row. LaRue will sit down. And to serve, Kate Gang, pardon me. Coca, Suffolk setting it. Thorson on the attack, through the block, gets the kill. Hadley Thorson with the kill. 24-17. Highlanders down by 7. Highlanders serve with Katie Coca. Coca serving 17-24. And a jump serve by the righty on the way. Line gang pass. McCormick, set middle. A little far, but Graff got it over. Coca, Thorson, back to Coca. She'll get it over. Free ball for the Eagles. Back set, Rump attacking. Blocked at the net and dropped in. It went off of Thorson. But it'll be a point for the Eagles, and they will take the first set, 25-17. 1-0 Eagles with the early advantage. We're back with set number 2. This is Highlander Volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network. The first set went to Fargo Davies, 25-17. They jumped out to that 9-1 lead in that opening set. Got that lead as much as 9 points at 21-12. Actually 19-10 and 21-12. Valley City battled back on it within 6, 21-15. But then the Eagles with a 4-2 run to end that first set, winning it 25-17. So we get ready for set number 2, Valley City. Again, varsity to follow. Approximately 25 minutes after the conclusion of this match, we'll have the varsity. And I know in the first two, the C squad in 9th grade, they played 3 sets regardless. Depends on the speed of this second set. If they do not need a third set, they may not play it. So here we go. It will be Davies to serve to start things here in the second set. And they will have Schlenker back to serve. Hope Schlenker, Jr., with the serve to start the second set, and that goes out. Service error right away. And it'll be 1-0 Highliners. Cadence Harstead back to serve. Harstead serving here in the second set, 1-0. Highlanders did not lead in that first set. Here's the serve on the way. Schlenker, bump set, far side. On the attack, Hall. Nice dig, Coca. Zahn, back row, over by Harstead. Line gang, Schlenker, she'll set it middle. Graf up, tipping it over. Right there's Huseby. Coca sets it middle. Thorson on the attack, blocked at the net, and the ace blocked. Graf and Kenzie Olsen up front. And we are tied at 1. And now Mackenzie Olsen, who was going to go back and serve, will not. Emma McComb, who had 3 aces in the first set, will go back and serve. And McComb with the serve on the way. Harstead, Coca, tipped at the net, right there again. Krenz beat her at the net and dropped it in for the point. 2-1. Davies leading by 1. And McComb back to serve. The junior, 5'6", sends it over. Harstead, Borg, and then Coca. Free ball here. Schlenker, set, far side. Krenz on the attack. On the dig, Coca. Gets it to Thorson. She'll bump set, Borg into the net. Point Eagles. 3-1, Eagles by 2. And McComb back to serve. Serving 3-1. And the serve on the way. Zahn. Coca set. Borg on the attack. Long. Point. Davies 4-1. A 4-1 lead for Davies here in the second set. And Emma McComb back to serve. Righty sends it over. Harstead receives. Free ball back over. Free ball for the Highlanders. Borg. Coca dropping it over. Schlenker. Line gang on the far side. Krenz attacking. That's going to go long. Point. Valley City. Coca's trying to get up to set it. She's trying to get Thorson out of the way so she can get in set position. And now it was a point for the Highlanders, down 2-4. Natalie Thorson now back to serve. Serving 2-4. And the serve. Line gang to Schlenker. Tipping it over the 10-foot line, dropped it in for the point. 5-2 Davies. And that will send Ava Graf back to serve for Davies. Serving 5-2 second set. Serve on the way, hit the top of the net, drops in for an ace. Hit the top of the net and fell between Thorson and Harstead in the back row. 6-2 Davies. And the serve, Davies with Ava Graf. And at the top of the net again, off of Coca and dropped in for another ace. 7-2, Davies with the lead. Nothing you do about those when it hits the net. They're really helpless when that happens. Now serving, Ava Graf again. On the way this time, clean, gets it over, Thorson. Coca, set, on the attack, Huseby. Graff, back set Schlenker, near side. On the attack, Maya Hall. And Coca went off her, right in front of the bench. It'll be a point for Davies, 8-2. Davies up by half dozen. Valley City got within 2 at 4-2. Now 4 in a row, and there's the service error by Graff. Point Highliners. 8-3, Valley City trailing by 5. We'll send Kinley Suffolk back to serve. Serving 3-8. On the way, at the net, Schlenker. Set middle, at the attack. Nice dig, Ranasat. And then tipped back over. Free ball point for the Eagles. 9-3, Eagles. Now we'll bring in McCormick. Paige McCormick will go back and serve. Serving 9-3 for the Eagles. Thorson. Set, Suppicool, LaRue over. Off Krenz. Kept alive by McCormick, but Krenz hits it into the net. Point Valley City. 9-4, Highlanders down 5. We'll bring Harstead in. She'll go back. And then subbed in, Jaden Peterson comes front row. And back to serve, Joby Boer for Valley City. Serving 4-9. Into the net, service error. Point Eagles, 10-4. Eagles up by a half dozen. Caitlin Krenz to serve. 10-4, second set. Eagles won the first set, 25-17. Serve into the net. Service error for the Eagles. 5-10, Highlanders down by 5. And Bailey LaRue back to serve. Serving 10-5. And serve on the way. At the net, McCormick. Back set, Rump on the attack. Back row, nice dig by LaRue. Middle, Suppicool, over by Coca. Here's McCormick, setting it, far side. Off the attack and the kill. Dropping it in for the kill was Mackenzie Olson. And it's 11-5. Davies back up by half dozen. Bring Georges on to the back row, the defensive specialist. Line gang back to serve for Davies. Serving 11-5. First set, second set. Back set, Suppicool. Coca got it over. Now back to the Eagles. Krenz. There's Suppicool. Thorson will set it up. On the attack, Peterson. Now Rump to the far side. Over. Set, Suppicool, and we're going to have a double contact called against Kinley. So the point for the Eagles makes it 12-5. And that'll send Line Gang again back to the service line. 12-5, hit the top of the net, and this time fell on the Eagles side. So point Highlanders, 12-6. Highlanders down by half dozen. And that makes it 12-6, Valley City. And the serve, long. Here's an ace by Coca. Dropping it in for the ace. (7-12). Highlanders down 5. They led 1-0. That's the only time they've led. And down by 5 here. Coca with the serve. Hit the top of the net. Line Gang receives. To McCormick, near side run. Tipped at the net. Picked off the air. Graff, McCormick on the attack. At the net, Thorson. Back to far side attacking and blocked at the net, Thorson. I think she blocked Olsen's attack attempt. It is point Valley City. Highlanders down 12-8. And now that'll bring Katie Coca back to the service line. 4-point lead for Davies. McCormick back set, Rump. On the attack, tipped at the net, Hughesby. Board, attack Peterson, into the net. Point Eagles. Stopped a little 3-point run there by Valley City. The Eagles back up by 5 at 13-8. And back to serve. Abby Schlenker. Hope Schlenker, pardon me. Hope. Serving 13-8. Hughesby, free ball to net. Line Gang, far side. Over by Olsen. There's a Zahn to Coca. Off the attack. by Peterson. Now far side, into the net, Olsen. Attack error, point Valley City. 13-9, Highlanders down 4. And in and back to serve, Cadence Harstead. Harstead back serving. Serving 9-13, and that's going to go long. Service error, point Eagles. 14-9, Eagles by 5. That'll bring Emma McComb back in. She'll go back and serve. 14-9, 5-point lead for Davies. They have the serve. Second set, JV volleyball, serve on the way. Harstead, pass, Coca. Into the near side, Borg attacking for the Highlanders. Line gang on the dig. Far side, Krenz blocked at the net. Covered there off the net by Graff, but then tipped over by Thorson. And it will be, though, a point for the Eagles. They go up 15-9. And McComb to serve, 9-15. Is on. Thorson over Huseby. At the net, Schlenker set middle. Graff blocked at the net, but the block went out. And it'll be a point for the Eagles. They go up 7, 16-9. And to serve, McComb serving, 16-9, second set for Davies. And to serve up, been over. On the ace, that'll be number 4. As Zahn could not receive, fourth ace for McComb. 17-9, the lead is at 8. The biggest lead has been, this is their biggest lead at 9 points. At the net, Coca. Ooh, not a great set there by Katie. 18-9. Eagles have doubled them up. The biggest lead was 7 prior to this run here, which now is a 5-point run to take a 18-9 lead. Board, pass. Coca setting it. Back to Joby. Attack into the net. Point Eagles. 19-9 Eagles. Leading by 10. 6-point run here for Davies. And Emma McComb back to serve. Far and away been the best server here for Davies. Lofts that one over on cue. Krenz, Coca on the attack and in right on the line. Back row, right in front of the line judge. That'll be a point for Valley City, back within 9 at 19-10. Send Hadley Thorson back to serve. Serving 10-19 here in the second set. Thorson, the junior, with the serve on the way over. McComb, Schlenker setting it far side. Free ball right back by Huseby, but wide and out. That'll be a point for Davies on the side out. Back up by 10 at 20-10. And Ava Graff will go back and serve. Serving 10-20, 20-10. Graff just getting it over. Oh, that went off of Coke. He had 3 Highlanders converging, and none of them could get to it well, and dropped in for a point. Went off of Coca. It'll be 21-10. Eagles up by 11. Their biggest lead here in the second set. And Ava Graff with the serve. Again, right over the 10-foot line. Coca back to the middle, over by LaRue. Graff pass. And there's a net violation called against Schlenker. That'll be a point for Valley City. Back within 10, 21-11. Kinley Suffolcool back to serve now for Valley City, serving 11-21 in this second set. Suffolcool with the serve, just got it over. And it's going to be an ace. An ace for Suffolcool. Point Highlanders, 12-21, down by 9. Second serve by Suffolcool. And the right-hander fires it over. Line game to the net. Schlenker, set middle, off the attack. There's Harstead with the dig. Suffolcool setting it for Borg, tipped at the net and dropped in. Mile Hall that out jumped Borg and tipped it at the net. Point Eagles, they go up 22-12. That'll bring McCormick in. She'll go back and serve. Rump will come front row for Davies. 22-12, 10-point lead for Fargo Davies, second set. There's a free ball tipped back over, back to the Highlanders, Thorson. Suffolk, LaRue on the attack, line game. McCormick setting it far side, Krenz attacking off of Thorson. Hustling after it is Coca, then Thorson got it over. Nice job there for the Highlanders. Oh, and then the ball was a free ball to the net. A bad jump by Borg, couldn't get it over. Point to the Eagles, 23-12, Eagles by 11. And McCormick back to serve. Serve over, Harstead. Near side, Coca. To the middle, Kinley gets it over, Suffolk. Now McCormick, set middle, off the attack, off of Harstead, and that's going to go off the back wall. That'll be a point for the Eagles, 24-12. Eagles leading by 9. Leading by 12. This is their biggest lead, this 12-point advantage. Set point. Suffolk, set middle. LaRue on the attack. McCormick, line gang, bump set far side. Krebs, left-hand tip, and the point. 25-12, and the Eagles take the second set. And we will have a third set here. The Eagles have clinched it, 2-0 with a third set coming up. 25-17, 25-12. We're back with that third set. This is Highlander Volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network. Third and final set coming up here on this junior varsity match. Davies won the first set 25-17 and just took the second set 25-12. Playing 3 sets regardless of scores. Again, Davie freshman winning 2-1. Highlanders' lone set they won was that third set. It was 25-10, 25-7 for Davies and 15-11 for Valley City. C Squad was a sweep for Davies. 25-6, 25-14, and 15-3. And again here, 25-17 and 25-12 for Davies. And look at this Davies roster too, a very young team, just 5 seniors on this roster. Carolyn Olson had a decorated career as a Grand Forks Red River coach. Now in Fargo with the Eagles and making them a power. Well, this year, kind of middle of the pack. And right now, this is a big match for Fargo Davies varsity because right now they're 5th. And of course, this year with the addition of West Fargo Horace, the top 4 teams in the conference get a bye. And not the top 5 as it has been before. So Davies right now is sitting in that number 5 spot, tied with Shanley, and they're both 2 points behind North and West Fargo. So a lot riding on it for Davies here in the final week and a half of the season. As we set things underway here in our third set. There's a block of the net. Thorson tipped over. Valley City on the offense. Zahn will set it near side. Peterson on the attack. And now some of the younger JVers are going to get some PT here in this third set. On the dig, Ranasat, that one out. And Dakota Potrat's now in. She was serving. The point there for Davies. And they lead 1-0. They'll have Paige McCormick to serve. And wide. Zahn is about ready to receive it. Wisely held up. And whistled wide, and it's a point for Valley City. That'll bring McKinley Plaidland in to serve. The sophomore serving 1-1 here in set number 3. Serves it over. Here's McCormick. She'll set it, rump far side. Just got it over the net. Right there was Borg off the net. Saving it. Thorson dumped over by Zahn. Back to Davies. McCormick setting it. On the attack this time, Passanante, and dropped it in for the point. Getting the kill was Fallon Passanante, and it's 2-1. One of 2 freshmen on the varsity roster, along with Caitlin Krenz. And now Emma McComb, who's got 4 aces tonight, goes to the back row to serve for Davies. Serving 2-1 in the third set. And McCormick serves on the way. Ranasat. Potrat sets it. Thorson gets it over, barely. 3 ball, Eagles. McCormick setting it far side. And by Passanante. Here's Thorson setting up. Borg on the attack. And they're going to say 4 hits on Valley City. The point for the Eagles. They go up 3-1. Then Emma McComb back to serve for the Eagles. Serving 3-1 in the third set. Serve on the way and out. Service error, point Valley City. 3-2 Highliners. We'll bring Plaidland in back row, defensive specialist. And to serve, Hadley Thorson. Serving 2-3, third set. There's the serve. Line gang to McCormick. She'll set it. Far side. Olsen on the attack and the kill. Mackenzie Olsen with the kill. And it's a 4-2. Highliners trailing by 2. And Ava Graff checks in. She'll go front row. Serving 4-2. On the way. Hart setting it up on the attack. LaRue in the corner for the kill. LaRue off the Potrat's assist. And the Highliners down 1, 3-4. Line gang checks in. Back row defensively. The libero for the Eagles. Georgia Zahn will go back and serve for Valley City. Serving 3-4 in the third set. Zahn with the serve. Line gang pass to McCormick. She'll set it. Far side. Olsen on the attack. And it was tipped by Plaidland. That'll be a point. Another kill for Mackenzie Olsen. 5-3 Eagles. Schlenker now will check back in. And she is back to serve. Maya Hall comes in front row. Schlenker with the serve. Plaidland. Set. LaRue on the attack. McComb. Schlenker dropping it over the 10-foot line and dropped it in for the point. Set a setting, drops it over for the point, 6-3. And she'll go back and serve. Hope Schlenker serving 6-3, third set. There's Thorson. LaRue back to Thorson, and no. Couldn't quite get it to the net. Point Davies, 7-3. Leading by 4. And the serve. Whoop, that hit one of her teammates. Schlenker's serve hit Maya Hall in the back of the head. So didn't quite get it to the net. They all have a giggle about it. 7-4. Davies up by 3. Peterson comes into the front row. And Joby Borg back to serve for Valley City, serving 4-7 in the third set. Borg with the serve. Far side, McComb. Schlenker bump set. On the attack, Hall. Thorson with the receive. Up the dig to Zahn. Attack Peterson. Schlenker, back row, McComb on the attack. Here's Thorson on the dig. to Potratz, near side, attacking there. Peterson back to the Eagles and into the net. Attack here by Mackenzie Olson, Point Valley City. Highlanders down 2 at 5-7. Jovi Borg to serve for the Highlanders. Serving 5-7. McComb. Schlenker, set middle, Graff on the attack. Nice dig by Borg, kept alive. Peterson, then Borg will get it over. Free ball, Eagles, line game. Schlenker, quick set middle, tipped over by Graff. And another free ball, right back over by Olson and the kill. Kenzie Olson off the free ball gets the kill. 8-7, or 8-5. 3-point lead for the Eagles. And now back to serve is Mackenzie Olson. 5'9" junior. Jump serve on the way. Receive. Potratz set it up. LaRue into the net. Point Eagles. 9-5. Eagles by 4. Olson to serve. Serving 5-9 or 9-5 here in the third set. And the jump serve. Zahn receives. Pass. Potratz setting it up. Peterson on the attack down the line and the kill. Jaden Peterson getting her second kill. Highlanders down 3 at 9-6. That'll send Bailey LaRue back to the service line for Valley City. Serving 6-9 here in the third set. The right-hander with a high throw. The jump serve. Got it over. Back to the middle, Schlenker. And no, that's going to drop. There's Olson on the receive. Saving it was Schlenker. Point, Highlanders down 2, 9-7. And LaRue back to serve. On the way, Olson. Schlenker set far side. Passanante, nope, mistimed her jump. Didn't know if she was going to hit it or tip it. Didn't do either. 9-8, Highlanders down 1. LaRue serving, 8-9. On the way, far side. Schlenker back to the middle. Over, just getting over it was Hall. Covering it off the net was Thorson. Cross court, Peterson. Line game, Schlenker setting it up. Passanante on the attack through the block. Nice cover. Peterson tipped over by Potratz. Now back the other way. Hall. LaRue on the dig, and the pass a little too wide for Potratz to get to. And the point. Davies back up 2 at 10-8. And back to serve. Here's Kate Line gang, the libero. Here's Potratz, set middle. And tipped over. Line gang, pass, far side. Passanante. Ranasat for the Highlanders of Potratz, and Borg gets it over. Line gang, back set Schlenker. Tipped over by Hall and gets the kill. Lyle Hall with the kill. Point Eagles, 11-8, leading by 3. Kate Line gang back serving, 11-8. And the serve on the way. Zahn. Potratz, attack Thorson. And set Schlenker. Passanante on the attack, and that went off the shoulder. Ranasat tried to get out of the way and couldn't. Point Eagles, 12-8. Eagles leading by 4. Line gang continuing to serve for Fargo Davies. Serve on the way. Zahn. Potratz near side. Thorson into the net. Point Eagles, 13-8. Eagles by 5. That is their biggest lead here in the third set. Served by Langang on the way. Receives Zahn. Potratz set. Peterson on the attack and long. Point Eagles. Set match point, 14-8. Eagles by half dozen. 5-point run here has given them their biggest lead here in the third set. Langang lofts it over. Ranasat. Potratz for the Highlanders, set near side. Thorson gets it over. And out. That'll be a point. 15-8. And Eagles take the third set, 15-8. And will win this junior varsity match 3-0. So again, the sweep by the Davies Eagles, winning 25-17 in the opening set, and 25-12 in set 2, and winning it here in the third set by a final of 15-8. Varsity game coming up in about 25 minutes from right now. We'll have that varsity game. The team's getting ready to take the floor to start their 25-minute warm-up. And we'll have it for you here on the Highlander Activity Network. Ryan Cunningham on the call. That'll be coming up. It is Highlander volleyball. Again, so far, it has been a sweep by the Eagles as they won the 9th grade match, 25-10, 25-7, 11-15. And then they won the C-Squad match, 6-25, 14-25, and 3-15. And just won the JV match, 17-25, 12-25, and 15-8 was the final. Varsity match right around the corner. Again, for Jaden Johnson, our technical director here and cameraman tonight. Thank you for joining us for Highlander Volleyball. We'll be back here at about, looks like 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. We'll be back as the varsity will first serve around 7:06. So we've got varsity volleyball coming up. The Highlanders and the Eagles in the EDC. This is Highlander Volleyball on the Highlander Activity Network.